Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Pet Platypus here, and it's time to review, finally, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. Sorry for the huge delays, not going to go into all that. You guys want to see the review. So I will be talking about all 3 episodes, and I've seen all 3, so I'm just going to talk about them all in one video. Hopefully this doesn't drag on too long. First we have the reintroduction, interestingly enough, if I had reviewed this the first week Jojo had come out, my thoughts would have been a little bit different, especially towards like the openings and everything like that, the opening and ending and everything. But I'll talk about those in a second. The basic summary is that they are finally arrive in Egypt, finally, and we're introduced to Iggy. Now I've already seen Iggy based off of the All-Star Battle game, and just, this is an 80s series and all that, sometimes spoilers are inescapable. But I've seen Iggy and his stand, and he's an okay character. It's really hard to judge. He's just kind of funny. Apparently he's really fucking strong. His stand appears to be made out of completely sand, which is really cool, but it takes a really badass shape. It has like back tires, and it's all like metal, and has like weird Indian feathers and like paws. It's a really, really badass design. I like his stand a lot, the Fool. And then you go up against this blind guy named Endol, and he is pretty badass, not gonna lie. He has a pretty cool design. I like when he fucking hits the pebble that slams a fly in midair. That was really cool. And just, his ability of hearing, and his stand is really cool too. His water stand, Geb or Jeb, I'm not sure how you'd say that. But, yeah, the first episode is basically, they see the helicopter go down that dropped off Iggy. They go over, they're like, okay, what the fuck happened? It's crashed. And the fucking intensity just immediately, it's Jojo. When someone gets terrified of water, no, when someone drowns in the desert, it's Jojo. But when someone screams at water, gets their head torn off and ripped into a canteen, into like a little canteen, you're watching Jojo. And it was really cool and gory, and they are pretty much just at this thing's mercy. Kakyoin gets cut on the eyes really fucking bad. It looks like he's going to possibly be blinded, which is kind of insane and pretty ironic considering the guy who, fought them is, blind already. And, yeah, Iggy, though, is smart. He can kind of sense and smell out this guy. So what Jotaro decides to do is basically use Iggy as, like, a fucking safeguard to know when this guy's going to show up. Before that, Avdol does something really clever with the rings. I thought that was really cool and really well shot, how it did, like, the zoom around to show the footprints with the rings. But yeah, it was a Jotaro-centric fight, which I guess is okay. Jotaro and Iggy. It was really funny when he threw Iggy at him. I liked that. I liked just the uniqueness of it all, the way he was soaring through the air, trying not to touch the ground, and their epic fucking quick draw standoff where he's dropping the cane, and it's like build up, build up, build up, build up, because both stands are extremely fast, Star Platinum and Geb, or Jeb, and they do a quick draw. And I'm not gonna lie, I got a little gay when the dude was like, Dio is so deep, large, and beautiful. I was like, whoa, that was a little fucking intense gay right there. And I got nothing against gays or anything, it was just kind of awkward how he just worded that, but I don't know, I mean, it's cool, loyalty to Dio and all that. We got to see Jotaro without his hat again, that was pretty crazy. It was actually, he looks totally weird without his hat because he always has it. Iggy puts gum in it, that was funny. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, the biggest things that happened are Kakyoin being possibly blinded and Iggy's introduction. So overall, those 2 episodes, story progression, it was a 2-parter. So it's hard to review them like separately, like episode by episode. But as a pair of episodes, they were well paced, very well animated as usual, unique in how they were executed. Story progression, Kakyoin may be blinded, Avdol got really injured on the throat area, so there was damage dealt to the main group. So definitely a decent amount of story progression and things happening, introduction of a new main character. I'd probably give those episodes, the first one I'd probably give a solid very good, and the second one I'd probably also give a solid very good, maybe like an 8.5. like a grade, because I really loved the uniqueness of how they faced off against each other. Now for the next episode, the 3rd episode of the 2nd season. This would be episode, let's see, 25, 20, it would be like 27, I believe. Oingo and Boingo. They're called something different in the subtitles because of like band references and stuff, but this was basically a Roadrunner cartoon, honestly. It was really funny. There's definitely problems, like Polnareff and Joseph No, they are not that stupid. Maybe Polnareff, but come on, Joseph's smarter than that. Like, dude could easily tell that that's not Jotaro, but him disguised as Jotaro was fucking funny. But anyways, it's basically the stand users. We have Oingo and Boingo, I forget which one's which, but the little guy with the Marge Simpson haircut uses a manga that predicts the future with absolute accuracy, which I think is really interesting, especially that scene that was really eerily done at the end of the second episode of when they fought the blind dude. You know what I'm talking about, where that one guy dies with like 10 o'clock and fucking Spike on the fucking electrical wire and shit, all that through the throat and everything. That was really eerie and really well depicted. But yeah, they're basically just clowns. They try to make them drink some tea. Iggy fucks it up. They try to make them have like this orange bomb that's going to destroy Jotaro. Then Iggy fucks it up again, and he's disguised as Jotaro, so it's like this clever thing where it looks like Jotaro will blow up, but since he used his stand to disguise his face, he fucking gets his face split or whatever. And yeah, and there's just this really long car ride where they're just having him do really stupid shit that Jotaro would never do, and they should easily realize that that's not Jotaro, but whatever. It's pretty damn funny, though, to a certain extent. They really play with the idea that, you know, like, are they actually fooled? Are they fucking with this guy because he's disguised as Jotaro and all that? And it turns out they were fooled the entire time, which is really lame and just doesn't make any sense at all. We do see him get his face split by the explosion, which was kind of crazy. I guess it was his stand that got split, because his stand can change how his face looks, because if his face got completely split, he should not be alive. But I don't know. He did live, and his little brother lived. So, I don't know. I mean, their stands were definitely interesting. I mean, changing your face, kind of a boring ability. The manga was really cool. Could have been more serious, but I kind of liked its Roadrunner-ish Wile E. Coyote type thing where they're trying like different schemes that the book is telling them and they keep backfiring or whatever. But yeah, I liked it. Animation was fine. It was really like a gag thing. I'm glad they did it all in one episode. If they had dragged that out for like 2 episodes, I would have been like, that's a little too much. So I thought fitting it all into one episode was perfect. There were problems with the characters and how stupid they were and that they would never be that stupid. I'd probably sit it around a 7 out of 10, an okay episode. But still had its funny jokes and everything. So yeah, I think Stardust Crusaders Season 2 is off to a really good start. The next episode is going to be a first part, so we're getting back into probably a little bit more serious stuff based on the preview. What else? Anything else happen? I'm trying to think of like little things happen. Usually little things don't happen in JoJo. It's usually just fight, fight, fight. But yeah, no, I don't think so. I think that's everything that happened. So sorry if this review is a mile long. I reviewed 3 episodes, so what are you gonna do? Gave them all ratings, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, the Egypt arc. And I will talk to you guys later. Follow me on Instagram. Bye.